Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Jonathan Bird claims his phone was destroyed after he was scammed by false advertising for an unbreakable phone case. Elliot Leslie says he offered to replace the case, but the phone is not his problem.
This is the case of Bird versus Leslie. Mr. Bird, you are suing Mr. Leslie for $1,531.91. You say the defendant's Unbreakabull advertising was a lie. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And defendant, you say the plaintiff simply misunderstood, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll start with the plaintiff. What was the Unbreakabull advertising?
So the Unbreakabull advertising said, if you break it, we'll buy you a new one.
Okay, what is it?
It doesn't specify.
No, what is Unbreakabull?
I genuinely thought it was my phone.
And so this is an advertising campaign?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where did you see this? On television? On the internet?
I was online, and I saw it online, and I need an Unbreakable phone. I work
So this is a phone ad?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it for phone or phone cases?
It's for phone cases.
How do we make a phone?
It's for phone cases, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
All right, so this was for phone cases,
yes.
And it was called Unbreakabull.
Right.
And so this is something that you created, Mr. Leslie, or this is your company?
This is my company, Your Honor.
All right, and what is the premise of it being unbreakable? I mean, presumably it means it doesn't break.
Okay, wait. Did you catch that? Elliot says they never called the product unbreakable, just strong and sturdy. But that bull-themed branding, combined with name like Unbreakable, create a very specific consumer expectation. Here's a legal takeaway. If your product name is Unbreakable, your ad says, we'll buy you a new one if it breaks. You better specify exactly what you're buying back, or you're inviting lawsuits. Small businesses, take notes, because this is a lawsuit and a slogan.
But it's bull like the animal. What
No,
is
we
this?
take life by the horns of the bull.
Ah, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so you have advertising that says that your phone cases are unbreakable.
No, we say that our cases are strong and sturdy, and we'll replace it for you if it breaks.
Okay. So why are we here suing for $1,531.91 over a phone case?
It's over a phone. And the case was on it. He said, like on the advertisement, it says that the phone case is unbreakable. The phone broke. The phone case broke.
Well, he must
I have the
know
case
that
with
it
me.
might break because he said if it breaks, we'll give you another one. Was that another case or another phone?
It's the same. This is the case right here.
No. But does the advertising state that we'll buy you another phone or we'll give you another case?
It doesn't specify. That's the thing.
Can I see this advertising?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, I have.
The only thing that it specifies,
You actually have a whole
it
folder?
does specify in very, very small print, which nobody's going to see. And it also implies that he'll get you a new phone, not a new case.
Your Honor, on the top part, I have. It says it right there. I'll replace it for you.
If you can break it, we'll buy you a new one. Our $29.95 offer for the new case expires 12/31/22. So this was like a marketing campaign
Yes, ma'am.
that you had until December 31st to what? Get another, if you broke this phone case, you could get another phone case.
Yes, ma'am.
Or was it about your phone?
No, Your Honor, we are a phone case company.
Unbreakable. Was anybody ever really worried about breaking their phone case? They're worried about breaking their phone. But you're saying, though, that the case won't be broken, so your phone won't be either.
Yes, that's the logic behind it. Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I also work construction, so I need to have an unbreakable phone case.
All right,
that
and
was
then you've got
promised.
a review, hands down the best phone case I've ever had. I ran over my phone with a pickup truck, and I didn't get a scratch on it. So you've got a review.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
ran over it with a pickup truck, and nothing happened.
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell me what happened to your phone when you had the Unbreakabull phone case on it, Mr. Bird.
Okay, so I actually saw the advertisement online. I buy the phone case.
How
right?
much did the phone cost?
The phone
case.
The phone case was about $32.80.
All right, so that was the $29.95 plus tax?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I was working on my dad he has a construction job company, and he called me over to do a job, and I was working on the roof. When I was putting a shingle into the top of the roof, my phone slipped out of my pocket, and I went to go grab it, and I went over the gutter, so I fell straight on my neck.
And then, the moment of chaos. Jonathan tries to grab his falling phone on a rooftop and ends up falling himself. He lands on his neck. That's serious. While the case was supposed to protect the phone didn't protect him. But here's the kicker. Jonathan wasn't even worried about his injury at first. Nope. He was worried about the phone because the ad told him it was supposed to be unbreakable. This is no longer just about a cracked screen. It's about trust expectations and how marketing can make people risk their own safety. Now I ask you, would you chase your phone off a roof if you thought it couldn't break? Let us know below. Speech balloon.
Yes, I fell straight on my neck.
Trying to catch your phone?
Trying to catch the phone that was slippery, that is apparently supposed to be durable also.
Oh, Lord.
And-
So
and-
the phone went over the roof?
Yes, it did. And now when I fell over the roof, I was more worried about my injuries. I didn't focus on the phone because apparently on the advertisement it says that the phone will be unbreakable.
Coming up,
I want to state that I've been more than generous as a small company to replace any and all damages to that particular phone and to even offer free phones. So I said to his family, to him, free of charge. I pay for
He done
shipping, I
said
pay for
phone
calls.
again.
and later,
If it was in her name and you couldn't go without her, but it's in your name, if she wants to argue with her boyfriend, why didn't you just go to the spa?
Because we had a verbal agreement that we would go together.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Jonathan Bird, who is fighting with Elliot Leslie over a smashed phone.
It says that the case is unbreakable because the thing is, it's a $29.95 offer for the new case expires. It specifically
Your Honor-
says in the advertisement that it's for a new case.
But now I have the case with
Your
me
Honor, I have
as
offered
well.
him a free
So you can
case
see it.
for him and his mother, and I pay for all the shipping, all the handling.
I don't want a new
and
case. I need
we are a
my
case
money back for
company,
my
not a
phone.
phone company.
Okay, so you believe he owes you for the new phone.
Yes, that's what.
Do you have any evidence?
100%. This is my phone case. My phone's destroyed. I don't have it with me because I had to get a new phone. I had to.
Now it's getting juicy. We got the phone case, the ad, and the receipts on the table. Jonathan's phone is destroyed. He says a faulty case caused it. But Elliot insists he only promised a replacement case. The judge, sharp as ever, points out the ad never mentions covering the phone. Yet the marketing language still creates ambiguity. Legal point here. Ambiguity in contracts or advertising is interpreted against the drafter. That's bad news for Elliot. Question for you. Is that enough fine print to escape liability? Or just enough to get sued? Collision.
Buy a new phone because of his faulty cases.
His reckless
Did you bring
behavior.
a receipt what you paid for your phone?
I have the receipts.
May I see that, please?
His reckless behavior is not my problem.
What is that supposed to
All
mean?
right, so this is what
That's
your
not even fair
phone
to
looked
say.
like
Sorry.
once it went off the roof.
Yes.
Here's the advertising, the Unbreakabull case. If you break it, we'll buy you a new one. The offer we stand by 100%. If you break it, we'll buy you a new one.
Exactly.
Your Honor, and I have offered to compensate him for free, and if he still didn't like the phone, he could return it at no cost to him.
The phone or the phone case?
The phone case, Your Honor.
How many times I don't want a new phone case. I need my money back for the phone that I bought.
This case sucks. says it's unbreakable or unbreakable.
These are the real reviews, not the
or
fake
whatever,
one from Texas.
and it broke within a month. Would give it 0 stars if I could. Listen, you're suing for fraud and false advertising.
Yes.
But when I'm looking at the advertising, it is clear to me that they're talking about the case. Now, it is understood that the case is supposed to protect your phone. But in the advertising, it never states, if you break the case and that breaks your phone, then we'll give you another phone. It does not say that.
That's right, Your Honor. And
it does explicitly state that it's a $29.95 offer, which we could easily deductively reason that that's the price of the case, not a $1,000 telephone.
I just want to state that I've been more than generous as a small company to replace any and all damages to that particular phone and to even offer free phones. So I said to his family, to him, free of charge. I pay for
He done
shipping. I
said
pay
phone
for calls.
again.
Phone cases.
I'm about to award him this $1,531.90. I'm about to award him this $1,500 because you keep saying, Mr.
Phone
Leslie, you offer people another phone. You are basically undoing my entire argument. And guess what? What was I about to do?
Oof. Did you see what just happened? The judge was about to rule in Elliot's favor. Yes, you heard that right. Jonathan was about to lose. But then Elliot opened his mouth and talked himself into a $1,500 judgment. He kept mentioning that he'd give people another phone. Not phone case. Phone. That admission crushes defense. This is a textbook example of why every word counts in court. Sometimes silence really is golden. Elliot, my man, just stop talking.
Rule in your favor. And here you go running your mouth, running yourself all the way to a judgment against you. Why do you keep saying phone?
Unfortunately, this is my first time in the courtroom, ma'am. I'm not usually in this type of setting. That's why, as a small business owner, I'm not usually in a courtroom, so I'm just a little bit nervous. Forgive me.
Uh-oh. Just caught some other language. That's why I got to put my glasses on. Make your phone unbreakable. Uh-oh.
Do you see what I mean?
No, you didn't see it, because you've been in here for 25 minutes and never said it. You have not testified to that yet. I had to look, and it's like embedded at the top, so I had to get my glasses on. You ain't said it one time.
I didn't see
Make
it, I'm
your
sorry.
phone unbreakable. However, you still see, if you can break it, we'll buy you a new one.
Finally, Judge Lake zooms in on the ad. It literally says, make your phone unbreakable. And then, if you break it, we'll buy you a new one. But the offer, only worth $29.95. That's not even a screen protector in 2025. Here's the legal punch. The judge doesn't believe Elliot meant to deceive, but she also doesn't like that language one bit. So what does she do? A compromise ruling. Jonathan gets $500. Not the full amount, but enough to send a message. Advertise clearly or you'll pay.
Yes.
And still in that fine print, which is what we never read, it's a $29.95 offer. It doesn't change. Unfortunately, Mr. Bird, I have really considered this thoroughly, as you can see. I don't like that line, and I think you need to remove it. But I don't think under these circumstances that we can really say that you truly meant to represent that if your phone broke, you would replace it, because that's not the value. I'm torn. I'm gonna award the plaintiff $500 because I don't like that line. Do you all think about, have you ever bought a phone case that says on the front that your phone's gonna be unbreakable? Yeah, I haven't either, and I bought a lot of phone cases. Judgment for the plaintiff for $500. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $500.
Any final thoughts for each other?
I guess you got to think on your bull case, company.
Maybe he should be working on fixing himself.
Okay, you've had your day in court. Please follow me, gentlemen.
Coming up,
So now you're suing her for $716 because she was in an argument with her boyfriend and she didn't go to the spa?
Not just that, but because also she didn't show up to, well, we got late to the restaurant. So they also charged me a $100 fee for no show.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. Amy Silva claims a girl's trip to Cabo was ruined when her friend spent hours fighting with her boyfriend on the phone. Bianca Lorenzo says Ms. Silva could have stayed and relaxed, but she left early.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of Silva versus Lorenzo. Ms. Silva, you are suing Ms. Lorenzo for $716. You say the defendant owes you for ruining your vacation. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the defendant, you say it was plaintiff's decision to leave. Okay,
Correct.
let's start from the beginning. You went on vacation together?
Correct. She
All right.
promised me a really good time and a relaxing time, and I went there, and the vacation ended up being a nightmare.
Where was the vacation to?
To Cabo.
Okay, and she said it was going to be fun. You thought it was going to be fun. You went
Exactly.
on the vacation?
Correct.
All right, how many days was the vacation?
4 days.
All right, so you got there. Why are you suing for $716? You say she ruined it.
Because she was being very toxic, and she just made the vacation about herself.
Give me details. What happened?
She was yelling on the phone all the time with her boyfriend, and it seems like she needed a therapist for, like, you know, the entire time. I try to be supportive. I try to be a good friend. I listened, and the whole time she was on the phone with her boyfriend and made us miss our reservation to the spa and to a restaurant, which I ended up having to
How
pay
did
for
she
that.
make you miss the reservation to the spa? If she was on the phone arguing with the boyfriend, why didn't you just go get in the car and go to the spa?
Because I was trying to convince her that she had to come with me, because I mean I booked the reservation.
Okay, so it was in your name, so it'd been
Right.
better if it was in her name and you couldn't go without her. But it's in your name. If she wants to argue with her boyfriend, why didn't you just go to the spa?
Because we had a verbal agreement that we would go together.
Coming up,
We start losing connection, and I couldn't find. It just kept like recalculating.
Right, because you didn't
No, the way.
know the way.
you're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of Amy Silva, who brought Bianca Lorenzo to court over a ruined resort trip.
So now you're suing her for $716 because she was in an argument with her boyfriend and she didn't go to the spa?
Not just that, but because also she didn't show up to. Well, we got late to the restaurant, so they also charged me a $100 fee for no show, and the
But
last
you did
day,
show. You were just late, but they canceled your reservation.
Correct.
Okay. So did you make it to the spa or not?
We did not make it to the spa on time, so they gave away our reservation.
All right. And who had put $100 down?
I have.
All right. And you said you were late.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you late?
At first, it might have been because I was on the phone with my boyfriend, but Amy claims she knew the way. I thought that I might. She took the reins on that one, didn't know the way, and then we were late. Realizing that that instance was a two-way street, I offered to pay the $50.
She said she knew the way.
Yes.
You all are in Cabo.
I know, at a resort that we had never been to. So I trusted her in that. And so that was that.
You knew your way to the spa in Cabo. You had been to that spa before, right?
No, I have not been to the spa. But I was.
You can lead them to the water. You can't make them drink. So
I was relying
you
on
didn't-
GPS.
You were following GPS.
Exactly.
Okay, and you just got lost following GPS.
Because the
so you
internet
didn't
wouldn't
know the
work
way.
well.
If you know the way, you don't follow GPS.
Yeah.
Catch it.
I thought I knew the way because I saw GPS before. But on the way there, the internet we start losing connection, and I couldn't find. It just kept like recalculating.
Right, because you didn't
Know the way.
know the way.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
All right, I've heard enough. This court has not found that the plaintiff has presented any evidence besides maybe being late to dinner. This is too dramatic. This is way too dramatic. Nobody in their right mind acts like this.
Your Honor, if I
And
could
you don't need court, you need some therapy. You offered her $50 for the damages for the spa. I'm gonna award you that $50. But Ms. Silva, this is a little bit much for a girl's trip to Cabo that's gone wrong. Judgment for the plaintiff for $50. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $50.
What a case. In the end, Judge Lauren Lake ruled in favor of Jonathan Bird, awarding him $500. Not because the ad clearly promised a new phone, but because the messaging was misleading enough to justify partial compensation. Elliot's repeated slips, calling a phone instead of a case, cost him dearly. This is a clear reminder for business owners. Precision in your branding could save you thousands. And for consumers, read the fine print. Always, if you found this case as wild and shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We'll see you in the next case. Clapperboard Balance Scale.